So hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you don't know me, I'm Ruth, and I've started a series where I try hobbies every week basically, and today we're trying out poetry. Guys, I don't even know how to start, so I'm just like, how do you start a poem, guys? Like the last time I wrote a poem, I don't even know. I literally can't even remember last time I wrote a poem. And there were probably like really terrible ones, like probably like roses are red, violets are blue, just the repeated ones that lots of people said. But we're trying to be original right here. And like, I don't even know what theme. What theme? You know what I'm thinking? What if I try to use symbolism to talk about growing up, I guess? Because I am off to uni soon. So that should be applicable, I guess. But how do I even start? What symbolism? I actually do have a book just based off symbolisms. I made it like literally like at the start of year 12, I think, and it literally just got a bunch of different symbolisms and meanings that people use that for. So I think I might go get that, and that might help me with my poem. There's been a change in scenery, guys. I don't even know if you guys can see me. Hopefully you can, or else I'm literally just talking to my chair right now. But yeah, let me get my symbolism, guys. This is so hard. I never realized. I haven't even started and I'm already saying it's hard, guys. Because like, what the frick? How do I even start? That's the question. Well, let me look at the animal symbolism first of all, so I can see which ones I feel like resonate with the poem I'm trying to make. I should get a piece of paper too, just so I can write it down as I go. In case you guys wanted to see what it looked like, it's just like basically just a notebook that I wrote lots of symbolisms into. I've literally got like nearly every single type of flower written in there to know what they each symbolize, because like it'd be really cool to actually know which specific flowers to give people for different situations, I guess. And I can't wait till I get to, and even if they don't understand, I know. I've just wrote down a bunch of symbolism from my little book that I might want to use, that might be applicable. I don't know yet. Let's see. So we've got birds. They symbolize freedom and hope. They symbolize other things too. Like lots of these symbolize multiple things, but I only wrote down the ones that I thought was applicable for what the poem I'm thinking of writing about is. Cats symbolize independence, mystery. Butterflies symbolize transformation, change, new beginnings. Eagles signify strength, freedom. Ravens signify mystery and the unknown. An orange butterfly signifies that there's a new phase in life. An orange rose signifies vibrant enthusiasm, excitement, fascination. A white daisy signifies new beginnings, fresh starts, and youth. A blue daisy signifies trust, faith, and serenity. Then cherry blossoms, my favorite, signify birth, death, beauty, and rebirth. Irises signify hope, faith, courage, wisdom, trust. Peruvian lily signify hidden thoughts. Mirrors signify identity, duality. Hourglasses and clocks symbolize passage of time. Then fog symbolizes isolation, confusion. Then purple, just the color purple. The movie, guys. But I'm talking about the actual color purple. Signifies ambition, mystery, imagination, bravery, and confidence. Then white signifies faith, clean slates, fresh starts, hope, and clarity. Then yellow signifies optimism, joy, curiosity, clarity, unease, and cowardice. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this all together. I want to like look up some little tips for how to write a poem and write them down so I can actually write a poem with these little symbolisms. I wrote like the first like 5 lines. Guys, this is so hard. Like, I don't even know if this makes sense, but I'm hoping it does. I hope I can pull it all together in the end. I think after I do this, I'm gonna put it into ChatGPT to see if it can actually like understand what I was trying to portray in this poem, to see how good my poem is, if ChatGPT can actually understand what I'm talking about. Hopefully it can. Okay guys, so I've actually just finished it. I don't know how good it is, but I did manage to actually use nearly every single piece. The only ones I didn't use was the orange rose and the white daisy, but I already kind of used other pieces of symbolism that basically mean the exact same thing as what these two meant. Plus I didn't really know where to fit it in. Let's see how many lines it is first of all. 34 lines, guys. This is a long ass poem, okay? But it's a free form poem, okay guys? Because I don't think I can write like a sonnet. I don't think I can write like a limerick or anything. Like, that's crazy. The fact that people can do that is actually crazy. Like, I didn't realize how hard this was. But guys, I'm gonna become a pro. I'm gonna start writing poems for literally every single feeling from now on, basically. But guys, I don't even know if this even makes sense. So I guess we'll find out now. I guess we'll never know. Well, yes, we will know. Butterflies. They're there 1 second and gone the next. A brief picture of beauty. Oh, how complex, walking in the line of duty. Time flies, I don't know how to feel. A bird flies by as a cherry blossom dies. I capture it in a photo, wondering where it flew, if it's met something new. It doesn't wait a second, it's gone pronto. The lone bark on the tree, waiting to burst free. A fog appears as I pass by a mirror. Intrigued, I draw nearer. The clock strikes 12. A cat scurries behind a shelf. I sigh and enter into a meadow. Follow me, a shadow. It's enveloped in purple and yellow. I can't help but feel mellow. An eagle and raven standing face to face. Oh, how full of grace. A Peruvian lily, muted. Iris and blue daisies standing tall. Perhaps it's for the best. Maybe it's simply rooted. A white flash, naught to see. An orange butterfly bursts forth, stretching its wings cheerfully. With purpose, it flies. I wanted to write a poem that just like captures the feeling of like moving on to like the next phase of your life, but you're gonna be sad because you know things will never be the same. But it's like the sadness is like overshadowed by all the pros, I guess. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to write. So let's see if ChatGPT actually agrees with me or what ChatGPT thinks my poem is about, because that'll be funny to see. I've just wrote my poem into ChatGPT, so we're gonna see how it interprets it and hopefully it gets it right. I did actually make some tweaks while I wrote, so I'll just tell you guys the new poem, like the proper one. I feel like that was a draft because while I was writing I was like, this would sound better if I did this. So let me just read it for you guys now. Butterflies, there 1 second and gone the next. A brief picture of beauty. Oh, how complex, walking in the line of duty. Time flies, I don't know how to feel. A bird flies as a cherry blossom dies. I capture it in a photo. Where has it flew? Has it met something new? It wastes no second. Pronto, it's gone. The lone bud on the tree, waiting to burst free. A fog appears as I pass a mirror. Intrigued, I draw nearer. The clock strikes 12. A cat scurries behind the shelf. I sigh and enter into a meadow. Follow me, a shadow. It's embraced in purple and yellow. I can't help but feel mellow. An eagle and raven, standing face to face. Oh, how full of grace. A Peruvian lily, muted. Iris and blue daisies, standing tall. Perhaps it's for the best. Maybe it's simply rooted. I hope it doesn't fall. A white flash, naught to see. A flap I hear. An orange butterfly bursts forth, stretching its wings cheerfully. With purpose, it flies. The poem is titled Butterflies, immediately signaling transformation, beauty, ephemerality, and perhaps freedom. Butterflies are often used symbolically for fleeting moments, delicate emotions, or personal growth, all of which appear throughout the poem. So far, it's getting them right. Stanza 1. Butterflies, there 1 second and gone the next. A brief picture of beauty, oh how complex. Walking in the line of duty. This stanza sets the tone. The butterfly represents something momentary and beautiful, but also complex. There's a deeper meaning beneath its aesthetic. The phrase walking in the line of duty introduces a human-like responsibility or weight behind what seems effortless. Perhaps referencing the poet's own life or emotions, the hidden struggles behind appearances. Oh, ChatGPT is getting deep, okay? Stanza 2. Time flies, I don't know how to feel. A bird flies as a cherry blossom dies. I capture it in a photo. Where has it flew? Hasn't met something new. It wastes no second. Pronto, it's gone. The lone bud on the tree waiting to burst free. This stanza contemplates time and change. The repetition of flies links birds, time, and butterflies. The cherry blossom dying references fleet and beauty. In Japanese culture, cherry blossoms symbolize morality and transience. The speaker tries to preserve the moment in a photo, symbolic of memory, but questions where it or the subject has gone. The lone bud hints at potential, new beginnings, or perhaps loneliness amidst transformation. Stanza 3. A fog appears as I pass a mirror. Intrigued, I draw nearer. The clock strikes 12, a cat scurries behind a shelf. I sigh and enter into a meadow. Follow me, a shadow. It's embraced in purple and yellow. I can't help but feel mellow. Here the tone becomes slightly surreal and introspective. The fog on the mirror symbolizes uncertainty or unclear self-image. Clocks and cats both symbolize time and mystery. This moment might reflect crossing into a dream or memory. The meadow. The shadow following could represent the poet's past or subconscious, but it's not threatening. It's embraced in calming colors. Mellow suggests acceptance or peace with the shadow, perhaps their inner self or past experiences. Stanza 4. An eagle and raven, standing face to face, oh how full of grace. A Peruvian lily, muted. Iris and blue daisies standing tall. Perhaps it's for the best, maybe it's simply rooted. I hope it doesn't fall. This is a striking image of opposites. The eagle, which signifies vision, power, freedom, and raven, which signifies mystery, death, prophecy, facing each other calmly. A moment of balance or confrontation between extremes. The flowers, especially the muted Peruvian lily, represents quiet strength or subdued emotions. The wish that it doesn't fall shows hope for stability or the preservation of something delicate. The final stanza. A white flash, naught to see, a flap I hear. An orange butterfly bursts forth, stretching its wings cheerfully. With purpose, it flies. This ending is vibrant and uplifting. The butterfly returns, now not just beautiful, but purposeful. The white flash may be transformation, rebirth, or a moment of realization. The butterfly bursts forth, actively embracing life, which could reflect the poet's emotional clarity or acceptance after all the question and quiet introspection earlier. Overall themes, transience and time. Everything, beauty, feelings, life is fleeting. The poet wrestles with how to capture or make sense of it.
introspection and identity. Mirrors, shadows, and nature imagery suggests deep self-reflection. Balance of opposites. Eagle slash raven, shadow slash light, joy slash melancholy, all are present in harmony. Growth and release. The butterfly's final flight feels like emotional or spiritual liberation. The tone transitions from wistful and uncertain to calm and quietly empowered. There's a gentle melancholy but also moments of grace and acceptance. In conclusion, this poem is a meditation on time, change, beauty, and personal growth. It explores how the poet sees and captures fleeting moments, not just in nature but in life and the self. The butterfly, which begins as a symbol of transient beauty, ends as a figure of purposeful, joyful flight, suggesting hope, direction, and renewal. I feel like that poem is actually not that bad. I think it's because I wrote it, that's why I don't really like it. ChatGPT really understood that poem, to be honest. It understood it way more than I did. But this was really fun, guys. And I actually like poetry, but it's pretty hard, guys. It is pretty hard.